was just the beginning. I think that I was.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? You have joined me in another episode of The Curtis Zone. I, of course, am your humble and handsome host, Dylan J. Curtis, and I thank you so much for joining me. And I also thank you for hitting that like and subscribe button for more content from The Curtis Zone. Now, today is another history of episode. Today is a history on Transformers Generation 2. This is going to be a long one. It's actually very, very complicated. But I ask that you sit back, relax, enjoy. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you just want to make a request for any episode period, leave it in the comment section down below. Now, first, some news from the world of Disney. It has been reported that they have found their live-action Miles Morales. Now, whether or not he will be appearing in the next Spider-Man film is not set in stone yet, but we can't wait to see him nonetheless. Some news from the world of DC. It has been announced that Amber Heard will be keeping her role in the DCU, and Aquaman 3 has been greenlit. Now, nothing set in stone about who's going to be replacing Jason Momoa or if Jason Momoa will be returning as Aquaman, but we can't wait nonetheless. Keep listening, which is why #Restore the Snyderverse still our official sponsor. James Cameron has just announced that he will be starting production on Avatar 3. We can't wait. Can you wait? Now, let's get into today's episode. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button. We're talking about Transformers Generation 2. This is going to be a long one. Sit back, relax, enjoy, and leave a comment in the section below. Transformers Generation 2 would grace the airwaves of television in June of 1993, before moving into Beast Wars, which lasted from 1995 to 1998. In 1999, Beast Machines would make its television debut and ended in early 2000. Now, unlike Generation 1 of Transformers, Generation 2 was actually 3 different shows combined together. You had Transformers Generation 2, then it moved into Beast Wars, and then Beast Machines. It was pretty amazing to see how they all intersected together. Now, Transformers Generation 2 started out standard. It was a group of Autobots fighting against the group known as the Decepticons, with Megatron and Optimus Prime being at the center of it all, fighting against each other. It wasn't until Beast Wars happened, when a small group of Maximals were chasing Megatron through the stars and landed on a planet. So they had no choice but to find an energon deposit in order to get off the planet, but at the same time they needed to protect themselves. So they took the identity of some animals that they found on the planet and became known as the Maximals, with their leader Optimus Primal. Very interesting stuff. In Beast Machines, they return to Cybertron only to find that it's more savage than ever. And so, the Oracle, who's the computer of Vector Sigma, reformatted their bodies and turned them into new versions of Maximals. And just like that, that is a short origin of Beast Wars and Beast Machines. Even though it's a short one, it's still good. Now that we talked about the fictional origin, let's get into important moments. The first important moment you need to know about is when we meet Silverbolt, Black Arachnia, and Tiger Jet. Now, the main roster of characters in the first episodes of Beast Wars were Optimus Primal, Rat Trap, Cheetor, and Rhinox. Later to join the team are Black Arachnia, Silverbolt, Tiger Jet, the list goes on. Now, they're all fighting against the Insecticons and Megatron and his Predacons. Pretty cool stuff, guys. The next important moment we're going to talk about is when they come back to Cybertron. In the final episodes of Beast Wars, Megatron comes into conflict with Optimus Primal, who has a new body with a techno-organic body, if you ask me, if you want to know. But when they come back to Cybertron, everyone gets a techno-organic body. And the new roster consists of Optimus Primal, Cheetor, Rat Trap, and Black Arachnia. Later to join the team in Beast Machines are Silverbolt, who returns, and then Night Scream, and then Botanica, who is a techno-organic plant / Cybertronian. Pretty great stuff if you ask me. Now, another important moment you need to know about is in the final episode of Beast Wars called Nemesis Parts 1 and 2, Megatron finds a ship known as the Nemesis, which is one of the most powerful Decepticon warships in Cybertronian history. It crash landed on the planet that they landed on, and Megatron reactivated it to destroy the planet. So Optimus Prime and the Maximals basically find it and basically have to fight against Megatron. I'm sorry. I'm stuttering and I'm sorry. I'm messing up. I'm sorry. They basically have to fight against Megatron and Nemesis. Pretty cool stuff if you ask me. The final important moment is in Beast Machines when Megatron and Optimus Primal come into contact with each other. They come into conflict with each other. In this is because Megatron is trying to destroy the techno-organic core of Cybertron, whereas Optimus Primal is trying to bring balance between the organic and the technological. So they come into conflict, and because Optimus Primal has the key to Vector Sigma, Megatron cannot reach its techno-organic core. So he steals it from him, and the two of them fight over it for a little bit until Optimus Prime shoves them both into the techno-organic core, basically finally bringing balance between the organic and the technological. Pretty important stuff. I'm not going to spoil everything, but watch this. So watch the shows. And now let's talk about my favorite moments. Now, I only have 3 favorite moments. My first favorite moment is when we meet Night Scream, who is a techno-organic bat. It was pretty fun to see his powers of sonic weaponry, and the fact that he has to drain energon from a Decepticon. Pretty cool stuff, and it's why it's my favorite. I'm sorry, it's why it's my favorite. My second favorite moment is when we find out what happened to Rhinox. Megatron had basically turned Optimus Prime's old friends into his Viacon generals. Their names are Tankor, Thrust, and Jetstorm. Rhinox became Tankor. Now, he hates Optimus Prime and Megatron with a passion due to the fact that they were warring against each other instead of creating a balance between the organic and technological. It's pretty important stuff, guys. Pretty fun, too. My third favorite moment is when Megatron and Optimus Prime will come into final conflict in Beast Machines. This was important because this really demonstrated Optimus Prime's true power with the power of Vector Sigma and the Oracle's key. And it really deepened the relationship between Optimus Prime and Megatron. It was pretty amazing. And now, let's talk powers and abilities, shall we? Now, in Generation 2 of Transformers, in the first season, that is, they didn't have many powers. They were military trained. They're all very military trained, experts with all weaponry. In Beast Machines is where things got a little bit interesting. The leader, Optimus Primal, was an expert at operational command, and he had all sorts of weapons. But in Beast Machines, he got even more powers. He got a jetpack. He also had the ability to absorb energy and redirect it, and he could fire energy discs out of his chest for good measure. Also, he had a closer connection to Vector Sigma, the Oracle, if you will, which made him even stronger. Cheetor could transform into a cheetah, which means that he was faster than all the other Maximals. In Beast Machines, he had blades that could deflect any laser shot, and it also helped him to glide through the air. Rat Trap is an inventor and hacker, a skill that he continued to use in Beast Machines when he had the ability to use his tail to connect to any Cybertronian, basically connecting to their minds to learn about all their past, which is what he did when he found out that Rhinox was being used by Megatron. Black Arachnia is a spider, which means that she has the ability to shoot webs. And in Beast Machines, she also had the ability to create electrical impulses in the ground and shoot them at other Cybertronians. She also got even more agility. Next, there's Silverbolt, expert in aerial combat. In Beast Machines, he had the ability to throw energy blades that looked like feathers at anyone. He was also an expert in martial arts. One more thing you need to know about Silverbolt is that he and Black Arachnia are in a relationship, a very loving relationship if you ask me. Night Scream is the youngest out of all the Maximals, and he's pretty much very new. However, he transforms into a bat, which means, like Silverbolt, he's an expert in aerial combat. But he also has a sonic weapon that he uses, and he can also use his fangs to devour Energon, which is very useful in combat. Finally, there's Botanica, who has a closer connection to the techno-organic matter due to the fact that she is part technology and part organic. However, she also has electrical capabilities and the ability to control the techno-organic plants, which is very useful in combat. And I want to thank everybody for coming down here to the Curtis Zone and supporting me. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button for more content from the Curtis Zone. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you just want to make a request for a history of the episode, leave it in the comment section down below. And remember, hashtag Restore the Snyderverse, still our official sponsor. So comment, tweet about it. We all want it back, okay? See you guys later.